Hey guys, Adrienne Green here, and today I have Zack Nelson, lender with FirstBank, here with me today.
Hey, how you doing today?
Doing well, how are you?
Doing good, man. Cruising right along.
He's always an optimist. So Zack is one of the fabulous lenders that we work with at FirstBank who helps people with conventional loans and everything like that. And so today he is going to share his wisdom with us about people qualifying for loans when they are relocating to the Chattanooga area because your job situation might change, you might get a new employer, or maybe you are working remotely and keeping the same job. But whatever the situation is, you need to consider that for how you're going to qualify for a mortgage loan on the house you're getting here. So thank you so much for coming here and sharing all your genius with us.
Well, yeah, I don't know about genius, but happy to be a part of it. And man, Chattanooga is such a beautiful, growing city. I'm a transplant myself. And every time I even think about moving somewhere else, I'm like, you know what? The beautiful outdoors, the wonderful food scene, the great education that we have here. So really cool place to be. But yeah, when we're moving here, a lot of things to take into consideration is job. That's the kind of the first step when you're relocating somewhere is making sure that the income matches up with what we're needing. And the biggest question that I get is, can I keep my same job? Do I need to get a new job? If I get a new job, can I even qualify? Mm-hmm. And kind of where we start is, can you keep the same job when you move here? That's the easiest translation. So since 2020, we've seen a lot of the ability to work remote. And if you can work remote, if you're already working remote, that's a very easy, natural translation to working anywhere. Mm-hmm. And when looking at that, what we need is a letter from your employer, from your HR department, from your boss saying, hey, John has already been working remote. He can continue to work remote, no problem. So that's kind of step one. That's an easy hurdle to get over.
Great.
Step two is, hey, I can't work remote. I have to change jobs. Mm-hmm. That's not a problem at all. What we would want to look at is the easiest translation is looking for a W-2 position. So W-2 position, working off of that, we can even do what's called future income, which is a really, really cool tool that we leverage to help folks move to the Chattanooga area or move anywhere. If it's a W-2 position, it's an offer letter that's been mutually signed by the employer, by you accepting that position, then we can actually close within 60 days of even starting that job, which is a really cool way that you get an awesome promotion, you get a really cool new job, it's W-2'd, and you're able to move here and you haven't even started yet. As long as everything's signed off, all our hurdles are cleared, then we're good.
Again, he makes everything sound so optimistic and great. But yeah, that would be a really awesome situation. So, those are our W-2 employees. Either they can work remotely here or they can get a new job. They have that offer letter. You are good to go. Any other ways that you work with W-2 employees for relocating?
Really, really cool option for W-2s as they move here is if you're already in the position, if you're translating over from a different company, as long as the offer letter states that it's going to be covered from W-2, we're good. 1099 is the other option. So kind of opening up that door, people hear that in the lending world and kind of red alarms start going off and everyone starts freaking out. There's kind of a couple different options. So if you're 1099, that means you're self-employed. You're paying your own taxes at the end of the year out of your pay. A lot of different stuff falls into that. So that's a hairstylist, that's a contractor, that's a real estate agent. Mm-hmm. And so when you look at that, does that job have the ability to be remote? So if you're moving here from California, can you really say, hey, as a hairstylist, all of my customers are going to move with me? So that's kind of tough to be able to show that. So when we look at that, it might be a better option if you're moving here to look for a W-2 position. Because then, like we talked about, we can operate off of that either future income before you even start, or if you have started, it's very easy.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So if you are somebody who's self-employed, have your own business, something like that, and you have a very location-specific job, like your client base is local, you see them face-to-face, and they're not moving with you, you're going to have some thoughts to have and some transitions you might need to make there. Mm-hmm. Now, let's say, one client that we worked with, I told you about, he is a video editor. So he is not really meeting his clients face to face. He's not doing anything. It is an entirely computer-based job. How would that work?
Good question. So that's pretty easy to state that business will continue. So what we would look for is a letter from their CPA, their accountant saying, hey, this isn't location-based. They can do work anywhere. Because a video editor, he could be sitting on the beach in Aruba and you know, still keep cruising along and cutting and getting tape out. You know, another good option, you know, that you bring up there is we had a self-employed business owner owned a cabinet building company, and they lived in Florida, but most of their business was actually conducted all over the country. Okay. So that's something where, hey, you know, I'm a self-employed, I'm a business owner, but I ship all over the country. That's kind of easy. Again, a letter from the CPA stating, hey, business will continue. It isn't location dependent.
Great. And this is really helpful because, you know, I think as a business owner, as I look to develop and grow my business, if I wanted to be able to, you know, move to new places every year, 2 years, which I don't because Chattanooga is the best place ever. But if I did, I would be like, okay, how can I build my business so it's not location specific? Maybe you have a big online business arm, you know, for your cabinet making business or things like that, so that, or you do online consulting that's not location specific because it's already virtual. And it's really amazing what we can do with that now. I mean, one of my friends is a chiropractor, which you would think, people in person, like location specific, but she's started an online consulting part of her business that is totally virtual and doesn't require seeing people in person at all.
Man, that's awesome. And that's the beauty of 2022. You know, we can do almost anything remote. So much has become virtual. It's allowed a lot of people to work from home. And the beauty of that is you can move to an awesome place like Chattanooga where great property values, strong appreciation in your property year over year, as well as no state income tax. So it's kind of a win all the way around to me.
I think that the Chattanooga Tourism Board should be paying us to do this right now.
That's right.
But honestly, we both are just transplants here who really love it.
Absolutely.
So awesome. Well, thank you so much, Zach. Are there any other final parting words of wisdom you would give people in terms of loans as they consider moving to the best place ever?
Best thing I'll say is, you know, whether you're working with us or another lender, please have these conversations about job changes up front. You know, my boss likes to say, hey, I want to know where the bodies are buried. You know, it's one of those where let me know what we're thinking. We can talk through it together and we'll find a winning solution.
Perfect. Thank you. Yes, communication is key with both the real estate agent and the lender. So thank you for highlighting that. Wonderful. Well, I'm going to put all of Zach's contact information below in the video description. So if you'd like to reach out to him to talk about getting a mortgage loan, you're able to. He does a fabulous job. Amazing customer service, so can't speak highly enough of him. So thank everybody for your time, and make sure if you like this video to thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.